Hello guys, welcome to another hair tutorial. This is the hair that we're using today. I have 3 bundles and a closure. So I'm going to be showing you guys a quick, easy way to make a unit. So this is for beginners. If you're just starting out, you want to start out with a dome cap. And I did put a plastic bag underneath because I don't want the glue to get on my mannequin's head. So this is my closure already bleached, and now I'm just going to pin it down where I want it to go. And you want to make sure the beginning of the closure matches up with the beginning of the dome cap. I hope you guys are following me. So I just pinned down the top part and then the back, and now we're just going to go ahead and start sewing this down. This is the only thing that you're going to need to sew. The rest of the wig, we're going to glue it. So I started probably like a ½ inch away from the end, and that's because I don't want my knot to show. And once I get to the beginning, I just go back over my thread, and now I'm just going to take this all the way back. So stitching is really easy. As you can see, I'm going up, down, and then occasionally I do a knot, and that's where I take the piece of thread that's still like in the hair and I twist it around the needle about 3 times, and that's going to give me a nice knot just to make sure everything is secure. But for the most part, you just go in, out, in, out. Alright, so we're getting close to the end and where the closure is going to be fully sewn to the cap. After you've sewn the closure to the cap, you just want to go ahead, braid the hair up, do whatever you need to do to get the hair out of the way, because you want to make sure no glue gets on the hair. If the glue gets in the hair, it's gonna be kind of tedious trying to get it out. You gotta go through with a comb, and most of the time I just pull the hair out, the strands out that have glue on it, if you accidentally get glue on it. This is the glue that I'm using. It's the 30-second glue. You want to just measure it out first. Once you have your measurement, you cut it, you take the glue, and you just place it up there. It's easy peasy, okay? So anyone can do this. It's really easy, trust me. So you just want to keep going back and forth. I'm just going straight across. It's so easy, guys. Making the wig this way is so much easier than doing it by sewing it in. And one thing I will say, it doesn't last as long as sewing the whole entire wig, but it's easier and it's quicker. So if you need to quickly make your wig, this is a great technique to use. I know I've seen some people use the hot glue gun. I've never done that. This part right here, I'm going to take the hair and place it on the sides where I'm showing you my finger. So I'm not going to go straight across this time. I'm going to bring it up on the sides, but I did leave like not even a centimeter where I'm going to put the weft close to where I sewed the closure on. So you want to leave a little gap right there at the top. And now you just want to go back and forth, just placing down your hair. As you can see, I'm just going until you get right there at the closure. And occasionally you want to make sure you're combing through the hair, making sure you don't have any tangles, making sure you don't have any glue in there, and just making sure everything is nice and neat. Saying that this isn't going to be hard or difficult at times, because figuring out the placement of the hair, if this is your first time making a wig, is kind of difficult because you don't know exactly where. Like, I've watched these videos, and then when I go to making the wig, I'm like, oh, do I need to put the hair right here? You know, you start to second guess yourself. But trust me, the first wig may not be the best wig, but as you continue to make different units, you learn different techniques that work best for you. But this is just like techniques that work best for me. So I'm just going to continue to lay down the tracks, and when you get closer to the end, you want to make sure you have that hair as close to the closure as you possibly can. So this is basically the finished wig. It was so easy to make, so easy. You just want to make sure everything dries, and I let it sit overnight just to make sure all of the glue dries before styling it. You don't want to go into just like straight combing it because you may loosen up the track. So just make sure everything is placed down right, everything is glued, and this is what it looked like the next day after I combed it. And I did go through and plug out the closure. Now I'm just going to put in some nice curls using my flat irons, and I do have another tutorial showing like how I actually curled it, but curling with flat irons are so easy. Once you get the hang of it, it's so easy. I just wanted to show you a little preview of how I curled it. I do have a more in-depth video. I will have it linked down below on how I actually styled this whole wig and how I did my makeup. So make sure you check that video out. Thank you guys so much for watching.